So as many of you are aware, I am a huge Star Wars fan. And recently it was announced that Kathleen Kennedy would be stepping down as head of Lucasfilm, being replaced by Dave Filoni and Lin-Manuel Brennan. And so I wanted to share my thoughts on the Kennedy era of Star Wars before we officially transition over. It's no secret that Star Wars pumped out a lot of content under her leadership, however some of them were hits and some of them were misses. Film-wise, we got 5 movies with a 6th one slated for later on in 2026, and I really don't care who gets salty in the comments, but I enjoyed most of these. Episode 7 is solid, Rogue One is a lot better after watching Andor, I highly enjoyed Episode 8, and Solo was fun. And the headache caused by Episode 9 is probably the single reason why Tylenol is still in business. In terms of TV shows, we finished the Clone Wars with a bang. The Bad Batch was surprisingly really good. And the Tales of series ranges from peak to, it was alright. We also got Rebels, which I thought was okay, and Resistance, which I thought was mediocre. We also got Young Jedi Adventures, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not watching Disney Junior for a couple of lore bits. When it comes to the live action series though, that's where things got really hit and miss. The Mandalorian showed that Star Wars could indeed become must-see TV. And Andor is a work of art. I don't give a damn about some bricks and screws. Then you have the rest of them, and they're not as good. Kenobi was Boba Fett was meh, Ahsoka was okay, and The Acolyte was sloppy. Don't get me wrong, they all have bright spots, but due to some very wonky pacing, those bright spots were few and far between. Oh, and we also got Skeleton Crew. Please give this a season 2 before the cast ages out like Stranger Things. We also got a bunch of books, my personal favorite being Lost Stars. We also got a good number of games, some of which EA tried to assassinate with loot boxes. I say all that to say that overall, I was satisfied with Kennedy's tenure. The output under her leadership wasn't perfect, not by any means, but I can't lie and say that I wasn't entertained by most of this. Now, while she's still going to be involved as a producer, I am looking forward to seeing what the new co-presidents do with the position. But honestly, if you're one of those people who say that nothing good came of her tenure, then honestly, I think you're being disingenuous. But honestly, in the Star Wars fandom, that's nothing new. I still remember when the prequels came out and people accused George Lucas of being with their childhood on Epstein Island. And I do anticipate that Brennan and Filoni are going to get much of the same flack, Brennan more so because a lot of these guys still need therapy. But hopefully the new co-presidents will take a note from The Last Jedi and learn from not only the successes of Kennedy, but also the failures, and apply all of that to the projects moving forward. That all being said, that's just my opinion, and as always, I want to hear from you guys. What are your top 5 Star Wars projects, whether they be movies, TV shows, or books? And also, what's your thoughts on the new leadership of Lucasfilm? Whatever it be, leave it in the comments, let me know.